True.
To live the life that I live is because I was born to live like this.
True.
To do what I do is because I love to do this.
Yes, I. Oh, we're here in Swaziland with Ross Peter.
Yes, sir.
And what are you doing here?
Actually, my brethren, we try to fight with the hunger nation, brother. Because we have seen many people, you know, them don't know how to live. They don't know where to go because them hungry. Them got no power, you know.
Yeah.
The power is coming from the stomach. If you didn't feed yourself, it's like you didn't do nothing for yourself. Even if you got dollar, got what, my brethren.
True.
You have to do food first, and then you can go to the next step.
True.
My brethren.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to do this. This is the way. It's the first things to, you know, to do if you want to fight with the hunger nation. You have to prepare it first before you plant. This is how we prepared with my brethren. We've been working hard to do this. It was a crazy dream from the day one before we started to do that. You can take it from there and tell the man what we've done before.
Now we're here with Ross Matambo. We're in Swaziland, and he's going to tell you a little bit about his vision as permaculture, culture and land and food. And as you can see, he does recycle materials of tires, and you explain it, I.
Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie Jah Rastafari. Yeah, as the brethren have said, my name is Ras Matambo, full-blood Swazi, staying in Swaziland, living in Swaziland. Here we're trying to set up a project which is based at community food security, trying to build up a food zone, a food mall, you know, so that we can be able to feed ourselves, at the same time help the young ones who are growing up as orphans, who are growing up as vulnerable children, you know, so that we can bring them together. At least they can get one ital meal per day starting by 2014. And now we're just setting up, working towards 2014. Permaculture is the solution. Permaculture is the future. We believe on the ethics and principles of permaculture, and here we're trying to implement it and to set up a demonstration place so that people they can come and see and touch, you know, and see the realities of permaculture.
True. Yeah. Now, could you just explain a little bit about these tires, you know, what you were saying about the tires, how you take these recyclable materials and you make them into planters.
Yeah.
And I like that. It's like a supermarket like here.
Yeah, it is. Like here, we will call it a food mall, a shopping mall. For us here, this is the first worm garden in the country. We are trying to set up a worm garden. The tires, they help to accommodate the worms to be able to build the condition whereby the worms can be able to live and multiply. Because here we'll be using worms as one of our primary, soil activator.
Soil activator, yeah.
Yes.
So you use everything like all recycle, material, even your own shit, right?
Yeah, we use everything. We use urine, we use compost
and everything
that can be recycled into a protein that can feed the soil.
Yes.
You know, and this is the first part of the garden. We still have to do the second part of the garden.
Yeah, as you can see, there's a papaya there.
Yeah.
And I like how you have the rain, how you collect rainwater off your roof.
Yeah.
And, you know, so that's good. Got a couple tanks, like, you know.
Yes.
So if you have a borehole problem or something, you collect water, you get good rainfall.
Yeah.
You can collect water.
Water, yeah.
Recycling water, yes.
It's just the environment where we are. We like a borehole, but a borehole was not feasible.
Okay.
You know, yes, the only way that was feasible, it was a harvest, water harvesting. Really, that tank there, as you see, that empty tank, I'm still going to put it there and harvest water from that roof there. Yes, once I start doing upstairs. But upstairs, it's a project that will start in 2014. Now we want to concentrate here and do justice on this place and make it a masterpiece so that other people can see and feel also. We like to invite community leaders, media people, or anyone also to come and see this, and together we can plan how can we take this to other communities, to
True.
other neighborhoods.
Global.
Yeah.
That will help solve Africa's problem,
And
man.
it will.
Ain't no
because-
global problem of
Yeah.
food.
The food, this is war against hunger, really. We're
Yes.
totally soldiers against hunger.
Yes.
You know, we're totally all out to make sure that we can defeat
True.
hunger by 2015. Total eradication
Yes.
of hunger, you know.
Do you receive any kind of assistance from the government, or do any encouragement, or is just all self-sustaining type
I
scenario?
think at the moment I haven't received funding from anyone.
Anyone.
This is a self-sustainable project.
Yes.
That I use my own money, use my own efforts, use also, you know, like some other friends like you and other who have visited
Yes.
the garden, who see and believe what I'm doing. Some they've contributed, something.
True.
Yeah. And
You
I
gotta
like
spread
also-
the news.
I like also to appeal to those also who have something extra. Which, you know, even a dollar can make a difference here.
True.
Yeah, in
True.
building up the place, in setting up the place, because there's a lot in mind. Because good advantage is that we have the land. The land
Yes.
is there, but we don't have the resources to build the
To
land
build, yeah.
and make it in a nice way.
It's a beautiful. Could you tell me a little bit about Swazi history? I guess it's being an absolute monarchy and how that is, or what your feeling is about that. Living here.
I
under
can
the-
say about Swazi history, I would like to start it in 1903. In 1903, we Swaziland, we went straight to the British and we asked them to protect, to protect us. We became a British protectorate in 1903. We slaves, we asked the slave master, which is slave master Britain, come and exploit us, yeah.
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 True.
And from 1903 up to today, we have been living in the yoke of British and, industrialization and American fantasy and everything.
Everything, huh?
American Hollywood violence that is being promoted and everything.
Worldwide, yeah.
And that has promoted a lot of crime, promoted HIV and AIDS,
Yeah,
has
everything.
promoted the unjust life that exists in the community.
Yes. So the only way to return to that is go back to the land and grow food,
And grow food.
because food is medicine.
Food is medicine, really. Food is the backbone of life. That is where we want to start, because we are making the garden as an entry point to other programs that will help emancipate. We're still going to build some workshop around here,
Yes.
whereby we'll be doing a lot of workshops and we'll be bringing teachers, other people also who've got skills, who can come and help us take it into a higher level.
All right. I want to give thanks to Ras Peter, Rastafari,
Rasta Matambo.
Yes.
Yes.
Ras Matambo, and
Peace
Ras
to
Peter.
the world peace, peace to all people of the world.
True.
Rastafari.
Yes, I give
Selassie.
thanks.